Welcome to Ethiopia Today. Our presentation covers the following topics. Ethiopia and Kenya to host China's first peace meet for Horn of Africa. Council of Ministers approved bill on military cooperation between Ethiopia and Turkey. South Africa's indigenous people fight planned Amazon headquarters in court. The Economic Commission for Africa ECA is set to launch Africa's first artificial intelligence research center. The details are as follow and invite you to stay tuned.
Ethiopia and Kenya to host China's first peace meet for Horn of Africa Envoy says the meeting will offer a platform for regional countries to settle their differences peacefully. China will hold the first peace conference in the first half of this year, the new and first special envoy to the Horn of Africa Zhu Bing has said. Speaking at a press briefing at the China Embassy in Nairobi on Saturday, Ambassador Zhu said the meeting will offer a platform for the countries in the region to settle their differences through negotiations. In February, China announced it was appointing the experienced senior diplomat as its special envoy in the turbulent region. The region is facing instability with the Tigray War in Ethiopia, the delayed elections in Somalia, the dragging in the implementation of the South Sudan peace deal, and the political crisis in Sudan following the coup and resignation of Prime Minister Abdullah Hamdok. Zhu said being the first time China is appointing a special envoy to the region, it is a demonstration of the seriousness with which the country's foreign affairs ministry takes the region. The Horn of Africa region is home to countries that have traditional relations with China. We are strategic partners. This area is strategically located and abundant in resources. The potential of development is huge. At the same time, there are issues of peace and security like differences over boundaries, ethnic and religious conflicts. So, peace and security is important, and that is why China put forward the dialogue of peace and development to provide a platform for countries to come together to settle their differences through consultations and negotiations, he said. By Saturday, Ambassador Zhu had visited Eritrea, Ethiopia, Djibouti, Somalia and Kenya and is set to tour Uganda and South Sudan. On Friday, he said he met with Kenya's Foreign Affairs PS and had a very good discussion. The Foreign Affairs Ministry tweeted after the meeting. The PS welcomed China's move to appoint a special envoy to the Horn of Africa, noting the initiative is timely as it will add impetus to the efforts by various partners to find lasting solutions to the peace and security threats in the Horn of Africa region. From the initial response, he said that the regional countries are all positive and have welcomed the Chinese proposal. In April 2021, the United States appointed Ambassador Jeffrey Feltman as its U.S. Special Envoy, who was in January this year succeeded by Ambassador David Satterfield. In his communication of the new appointment, U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken said they had interned Feltman's appointment to be for less than a year. However, the ongoing instability in the Horn of Africa and the region's interlinked political, security and humanitarian challenges demand sustained focus by the United States, he said. Blinken added that Ambassador Satterfield's decades of diplomatic experience and work amidst some of the world's most challenging conflicts will be instrumental in America's continued effort to promote the peaceful Horn of Africa and to advance U.S. interests in the strategic region. South Africa's indigenous people fight planned Amazon headquarters in court. South Africa's indigenous Khoi and San people are in court to block construction of the planned African headquarters for online retail giant Amazon, reported All Africa. Opponents say the project will ruin a historically significant riverside site in Cape Town and harm the environment. Closing arguments are being heard Friday. The site is slated to be developed into a 70,000 square meter complex that will house Amazon along with other businesses. City authorities approved construction of the 9-story complex last year, but some indigenous Khoisan leaders and community groups are trying to reverse the decision, saying it undermines the city's own heritage and environmental standards. We're in a situation where a terrain that is so sacred to the people of our country is not just under threat, but being damaged and destroyed as we speak, said Torek Jenkins, High Commissioner of the Goring Hakona Khoi Khoin Indigenous Traditional Council, which is among the groups fighting the project. Construction has already begun at the site, which is currently occupied by a restaurant and golf course. Property owners Leaspeak Leisure Properties Trust said it did consult indigenous groups while planning the site's redevelopment. In a statement, company spokesperson James Tannenberger said the opposing community group and indigenous council led by Jenkins have been driving a misinformation campaign after their concerns were validly dismissed by the competent authorities during the comprehensive 3-year development approval process. Other indigenous leaders have given their approval to the project, Tannenberger added. He said the new site will also pay tribute to their history by including a museum and memorial site along with creating low-income housing and jobs. The current divide within the indigenous community is complex. The Khoikhoi and San were some of the country's first inhabitants, and their presence in the southern tip of Africa dates back thousands of years. Their lands were lost to colonial settlements in the 17th century. They're enslaved, they're oppressed, they're exploited, said June Bam Hutchison, a researcher with the Center for African Studies at the University of Cape Town. Their language was also taken away. Their culture was taken away. Their knowledge systems that sort of helped us in so many ways to build a more peaceful and healthier society. That has also taken away. She said their unique cultural identity was only acknowledged by South Africa in more recent decades. Today they are now being recognized. That took some time. The land question remains very much unresolved, highly disputed, she added. The riverside development is contentious because of the site's history. The Khoisan say it lies on a battlefield where they defended their territory from Portuguese colonizers in 1510. Jenkins said losing the case would set a dangerous precedent for giving up historic sites to corporate interests. Amazon, which does not own the site but will be leasing the space once constructed, declined to comment. The Economic Commission for Africa ECA is set to launch Africa's first artificial intelligence research center in Brazzaville, Congo, with focus on technology and innovation, ENA reported. The center is devoted exclusively to advancing research through artificial intelligence to advance digital technology in Africa in areas of digital policy, infrastructure, finance, skills, digital platforms, and entrepreneurship. The African Research Center on Artificial Intelligence, funded through the ECA and other partners, will provide the necessary technology education and skills to promote Africa's integration, contributing to generate inclusive economic growth. It is also expected to stimulate job creation, break the digital divide, and eradicate poverty for the continent's socio-economic development, and ensure Africa's ownership of modern tools of digital management. With the involvement and full support of the government of the Republic of Congo, the center will be the first of its kind in Africa, and it will provide a regional hub for the development of emerging technologies in the region. The UN partners include the United Nations Industrial Development Organization UNIDO, UNESCO, the International Telecommunications Union, Alibaba Jack Ma Foundation, and other key ECA partners. Congo will serve as a regional artificial intelligence hub across the continent to give access to the deepest and highest quality pool of artificial intelligence talent, according to a statement issued by ECA. With Agenda 2063 as the blueprint and master plan for transforming Africa into the global powerhouse of the future, the Artificial Intelligence Center is a new dynamic to Africa's participation in the global value chain. The center will be officially launched by UN Under-Secretary General and Executive Secretary of the ECA Vera Songwe and Anatole Colinet Makassa, Prime Minister of Congo, under the auspices of President Denis Sassou Nguesso. The event will be attended by African ministers responsible for ICT and the digital economy.
Are you looking for professional website and secure web hosting services? If so, you have come to the right place. Everything you can imagine is real. For us, impossible is just an opinion. As all our experts are highly professional and friendly, the digital home of your business is in safe hands and no more technical pressure on you. If you require a charity website, we have 20% off. Our team has already delivered great projects with highest standards which our customers always love. We are a forward-thinking team and hunger to deliver more and help. Let's bring your dreams into reality. Get in touch today. Contact at ethiopiatodayofficial.org.
Council of Ministers approved bill on military cooperation, including joint military exercise and anti-piracy collaboration between Ethiopia and Turkey. The Council of Ministers, in its fifth regular meeting held on Saturday, March 19, approved a draft bill on military cooperation agreements with the Republic of Turkey, including agreements on joint military exercises and anti-piracy collaboration, as Standard reported. The bill is subsequently sent to the House of People's Representatives for review and approval. According to the statement, Ethiopia and Turkey have been close friends for centuries, and that Turkey has repeatedly affirmed its commitment to Ethiopia as an ally in need. Accordingly, the three agreements signed between Ethiopia and Turkey during the visit of Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed to Ankara in August 2021 were presented to the Council and discussed. The Council of Ministers said that the goals of the agreements were, among others, to create a framework for cooperation in education and training, joint military exercises, defense industry construction, cyber attack prevention, peacekeeping, military financial cooperation, and anti-piracy campaigns. Similarly, The same meeting by the Council of Ministers has also approved other bills including National Financial Inclusion Strategy, Loan Agreement with the International Fund for Agricultural Development (IED) for Rural Financial System Improvement Program, the Georgetown Agreement which revised the agreement between the Caribbean and the Pacific countries, 4 draft regulations to prepare payment systems for services to be provided by Civil Society Organization Authority, Federal Police Commission, Immigration and Citizenship Services, and Information Network Security Administration, and 6 draft bill establishing the Ethiopian Sugar Industry Group as well as Wanji Shua, Maithara, Fincha, Kassim and Bell's sugar factories and referred the bills to the House of People's Representatives for review and approval.
Thanks for staying with us. If you enjoyed our presentation, give us a like and share to your social contacts. And also don't forget to subscribe and tap on the notification bell if this is your first time. Please also check on our collection of favorites on the description section below. See you on our next video.